Absolute success is luck. Relative success is choices and habits. Hey guys, welcome back to Life Up Education TV. I'm your host Natsune. I'm also the author of the book called The Game of Self-Domination right here. Okay, so today's episode is gonna be another episode of ASK Natsune Show, and I got 5 things to talk about right here. The first one actually comes from another author. He is the author of Atomic Habits, and his name is James Clear. He's a journalist, American journalist. Okay, so his blog post, I found something interesting, so I'm gonna quote it here. He says, absolute success is luck. Relative success is choices and habits. That is, as you become more successful in an absolute sense, we can attribute a greater proportion of your success to luck. The absolute view considers your level of success compared to everyone else. What makes someone the best in the world in a particular domain? When viewed at this level, success is nearly always attributable to luck. Even if you make a good initial choice, like Bill Gates choosing to start a computer company, you can't understand all of that factors that cause world-class outcomes. As Nassim Taleb wrote in Fooled by Randomness, mild success can be explained by skills and labor, while the success is attributable to variance. Okay, sorry, I didn't know how to pronounce this guy's name, but this is interesting, right? So basically, his point is absolute success comes from luck, like Bill Gates. He started the computer company at the right time. He happened to have the resources and the power to start everything up, right? In the right time. And relative success, which is, okay, now he started the company at the right time, but now comes the perseverance phase, like execution matters, right? Like he could have failed, but he managed to succeed. And which comes from hard work. So relative success depends on hard work. It makes a lot of sense to me. I think luck needs to happen. Like in order for you to succeed, you definitely need luck. And another interesting thing I want to add to that is you become luckier as you put in the work, because you basically, by you showing up in every possible situation you could get lucky, like it's just chances better because you are already always there, right? So I think it's 100% true when we say luck is involved, definitely, like in a success, but in the same degree, like you become luckier by putting in the work, by showing up like more than others, because you just simply, by showing up more, you simply create more chances than others. So hard work matters. This one comes from Leo Tolstoy. Okay, the next one comes from Leo Tolstoy, Russian writer. He goes, the most difficult subjects can be explained to the most slow-witted man if he has not formed any idea of them already. But the simplest thing cannot be made clear to the most intelligent man if he is firmly persuaded that he knows already, without the shadow of doubt, what is laid before him. So basically, this means that truth and accuracy is not always what matters to people's brain. And we spoke about this in the earlier videos like many times, but arguing never works. Like proving someone they're wrong never works. Like you need to be friendly, right? Like it reminds me of this book a lot, like How to Win Friends and Influence Others. I forgot, super famous book. And I think it's essentially that. Like you can't prove your point to others. If you want to be a leader, if you want to lead someone, you have to align, your like persuasion method to how others project the world. Like you can't push or force your thinking, the opinion onto others. That shit never works. Like rather you need to kind of like guide them. Like not even guiding. I think it matters of like let them have their will, like let them have their freedom, and let me have my freedom. Let's see what is your happiness is. Let's see what my happiness is. Let's exchange opinions. Let's, expand our minds for the sake of ourselves, not to benefit me nor to benefit you, but let's be free of each other. Like let's be free together, and let's see how like our interaction maybe further creates some sort of like change in our mind or expansion in our mind ourselves, like separately even. Like I think that's the best you can do. So I definitely agree. Like you can never prove someone wrong. Like that shit never works if you want to like win the argument. Like you need to try to see other people's perspective if you want to like convincing. I don't like the word convincing, or I just don't think convincing is a natural act. Well, unless like we're talking about something serious, but yeah, like that method just doesn't work. Like human can't see what they don't see. So that's what I want to say. Okay, the next one. Oh, this quote, I think it's really heavy, but I read it and I kind of got like, whoa, like this is so true. So I'm gonna share it. It's from Charles Bukowski, and apparently he's like really famous novelist, storytellers, back from America, LA. Apparently, I heard that from my friend actually, who is from LA. And he said he was like alcoholic. I don't know. Okay, so he goes, "We're all going to die, all of us. What a circus. That alone should make us love each other, but it doesn't. We are terrorized and flattened by trivialities. We are eaten up by nothing." One more time. "We are all going to die, all of us. What a circus. That alone should make us love each other, but it doesn't. We are terrorized and flattened by trivialities. We're eaten up by nothing." Charles Bukowski. And I thought it was like, whoa, like this is so true. Like this was mind-blowing quote for me. Death, right? Like death and birth is the only binary concept in life, and this is shared by everyone. But it's kind of pathetic that death itself is not enough for us to be empathic to other people. Death is big enough reason for all of us to want to love each other rather than hating each other, because we're all gonna have the end in our life. And I think this is what makes life or all livings important and beautiful, because it transforms into some other form, right? And I thought it was really beautifully said quote, poetry, because yeah, it's just like anything that happens in between like birth and death, like they're just not serious, right? Like why do you gotta suffocate on something that's not so serious? So, and just love each other, right? Like we're all gonna die, so why couldn't that be enough reason for all of us to love each other, really? Anyway, so that's what I thought, and I just wanted to share with you. Okay, the next one. It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. Herman Melville, American novelist. It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. Like I think about, you losing on your sword, like as Gary said, like I think about that when I read this, and I 100% agree. Like at least you're dying on your own poison. Like you're not dying on other people's poison. Like I know it's like pride thing, maybe. Like initially the motivation behind that is pride thing, but I think, I don't know, it's just one of those like very like humanly instincts that some people have it, and I have it. Like I feel like at least it's better for me that I can at least die on my own poison, like rather than like trying to imitate. And so that itself fundamentally doesn't let me regret anything, because at least I got to try, right? So that's what I would say. Okay, so the next one. Ones that need to be in control are the ones that are afraid of feeling abandoned. Right, so I shared this quote on Instagram, and I agree. I think ones that want to be controlled is basically they're afraid of not, which is being abandoned. So I think it's a fear-based behavior, right? Like fear and scarcity-based behavior. When you are not enough, when you don't feel like you're not vulnerable to something, you want to take the action that's opposite of that, whatever that is, right? So ultimately, yeah, that could be weakness, but in practicality of life, like you gotta deploy different skills, different mindset, different psychology, different things in order for you to navigate through your life. And being in control, maybe it does start from like protective mechanism, but at the same degree, like what else can you do? Like there's no alternative here. Like, so right now, for now, I would leave it as like, yeah, it might be weakness, and you might should be aware of that, but at the same time, like that's practical. Like there's nothing you can do about it, right? Like, and I think it's better than being victim anyways. So the ultimate thing is like you being a victim and let something happen and dwell on it. Like that's the worst thing that could happen. So you still need to choose to be in control and just be willing to move forward, like whatever happens. And that's what I think. Okay, anyways, guys, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.